Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm going to show you how to create this super cute Pay It Forward bracelet. This was created by a good friend of mine, Susie and HB on YouTube. You can also find her on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. I'll have her link in the box below so you can check her out and give her a follow. So this design is actually one that was done a very long time ago. We just are now getting to it as far as the tutorial. But yeah, so this is her own original design. It's super easy and cute, and there's a lot of different color variations that you can play with, which is what I like. So this one, I used like another color on the inside for the green, whereas this one I used the same color, and then even the outside bands, I switched on this one, so there's two. So there's just so many possibilities. I do like the limited edition, which is this one the best, but you can certainly use whatever kind of bands you prefer. So this does take about 69 bands. Actually, that's exactly what it took me to make mine. So that's a big bonus there. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, you will need at least one loom. One loom does about 3/4 of my wrist size, so I am going to use two looms. Also, you need one C-clip and your hook. Make sure that your loom setup is in a regular stagger position like so. So the first color bands that we're going to lay are going to be double banded all the way up, and it's going to be the color that is white on this bracelet here. So the one that kind of wraps around everything. So I'm going to use my black limited edition. Again, this is all going to be double banded, and we're going to lay them horizontally across these two pins here. Like so. We're going to do that all the way up the loom. The only thing that you do want to make sure of is that they're not twisted. When we do the looping process, it's important that, you know, the top is on top and the bottom is on bottom. So, other than that, it's super easy. I am using the same color for this one, but you can certainly use two different colors if you'd like. Just to show you a quick example, this one I used the white on the bottom, and then I used silver on top. And what that does is on the back side, it makes one side one color and the other side another color. But on top, it kind of just mixes in. So if you did want to do that, you could. But I actually like how it looks better with all the one color instead. So as I stated, I am using two looms, but I'm only going to be going up 17 pins. So I'll be laying 17 rows. I tried it with 18, that was a little big, and 16 was a little small. So 17 hopefully will be perfect. So once you have all of those laid, come back down to the beginning. And now we're going to lay the color that like sticks out of the top. So for this one, it's red. Oh, there we go. And then this one, it's the pink. So that's what we're going to lay right now. And we're just going to, like I said, we're just going to lay a single chain going up. So I'm still using my limited edition. I'm going to use my frost blue. And we're just going to lay this straight up. And then your last one should just cross over your last horizontal band like that. So come back down to the beginning, push down those bands that you just laid a little bit. And we're going to do that exact same thing. We're going to lay another single chain running right up. So you can definitely use the same color if you'd like, which is what I did on this purple one. Or you can do another color, which is what I did on this one. And that's what is going to fall on the inside. So I used the green, which is what you would lay right now. I'm going to stick with blue, but I'm going to use the blue like glitter. I think it's from the Enchanted Glitter. So we're going to do that same thing again. And just run it all the way up. Like that. So once you've done that, you can push your bands down a little and turn your loom around. So now that our arrows are facing us, we are going to place a cap band on the very front pin here. But the color cap band that I would recommend is whatever color is underneath, like on the bottom. And I used my frost blue, so that's what I'm going to use. It looks better the way that it comes out in the end. So now we can go ahead and start the looping. So we're going to go inside this first pin, grab the top band, bring it back to itself, forward. And we're going to continue doing that, grabbing the top band, bringing it forward. So in other words, we're just going to loop that entire top single chain all the way up. Just make sure you're not accidentally grabbing the bottom band. We only want to be doing the top layer right now. So push that down just a tad, come back down to the beginning, and now we're going to start working with these black horizontal bands that we laid. So what we're going to do is, starting on the left side, we're going to grab the top band, we're going to just cross it over and reattach it to the right pin over here. And now what we want to do is go inside that pin. And you're going to push back the top two bands because we want to grab the very bottom band and bring it back to the left. Now we're going to grab the bottom band on each side and bring it up and over, creating like a slip knot, like so. And now this is where she got the name. We're actually going to move these forward, which she refers to as paying it forward. So we're going to just pick the left or the right one up and the left one and just bring it forward to the next pin like so. So we're going to do that again. And this time in going forward it'll be a little different than the very first one. So we're going to go in this band that we just attached there. Again, we're going to grab that top band, bring it to the right. Then you're going to go inside the right side, push all the top bands out of the way. And make sure you're grabbing the very bottom. Bring that over to the left and reattach it. And now what we need to do is bring up the two bottom bands underneath. So you can do this one first and then bring the very bottom like that. This one and then the very bottom. And now we're going to bring these two forward and reattach. Doing that again, we're going to grab the very top band in here. Make sure you're getting inside that band there. Cross it over. Go inside all of these. Grabbing the very bottom, cross that back. Now we're going to bring up the bottom bands. So I'm going to do one at a time, bringing that up, and then that one. Bringing that up, and then that one. So it really is super easy. So once again, we're going to go in this pin here, grab the top, bring it over, go inside the right one, push them back, grab the very bottom band and swing that back, reattach, bring up the bottom bands, and now we'll grab these and pay it forward. In other words, moving the bands forward. So that's what we're going to do all the way up. And you could probably grab these two at the same time when you're bringing them up like that. I don't know that that would make much of a difference, but I guess if you don't have the patience to do it one at a time, I'm sure it wouldn't really affect it. And if you're a speedy loomer and get done this faster than I am, and you don't fast forward, just don't go anywhere, because there is one more step we have to do after this. We won't be quite complete after this part. We have one more step. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just get these last couple ones looped up, and then I'll come back and show you the last step. So once you reach the top, you're just going to bring the last two into the center here, like so. Almost lost my camera. Sorry guys. So just bring that in, and then we're going to come back to the beginning, and the very last thing we're going to do is loop that very bottom layer, which for me is the frost bands. So on your cap band, you're going to push back the top two and grab the bottom band and just bring it forward. And then when you go inside of here, if you're looking straight down at it, you're going to clearly see which band I'm talking about. And my camera is not staying up. I don't know why. But yeah, you'll clearly see which band it is. It should be the only one that you can see when you look down in there. You're just going to loop that straight up. That band looks like it's going to snap on me right there. I hope it doesn't. So once you've done that, grab a band. You're going to stick your hook down in the top, and we're going to just pull that up through all the bands on that top pin. And that is where we will attach our C-clip. Like so. Get a good grip of your loom when you go to take it off, because it's going to be very tight and you don't want to smack yourself in the head with your loom. Just one by one, just kind of start popping it off. Your bracelet is going to curl up. That is perfectly normal. But once you have it on your wrist, it does lay straight. I was actually wearing one of mine today. Ooh, that looks super cute, if I don't say so myself. So there you have it. To close it up, locate your cap band and attach it to your C-clip. Like so. Alrighty, so I'm very happy with how the limited edition bands came out on this with the blue and the black. So there you have the completed Pay It Forward bracelet created by Suzanne HB on YouTube. Find her on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. She has a fabulous account. You will always find something new and interesting on her account. So again, I'll have her link in the box below. Please tag her and myself, Loves to Loom, on Instagram if you make this, because we definitely would love to see your rendition of it. And if you do like this super cute design, please hit that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can certainly do that as well. You can keep up with all my latest tutorials. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye!